Wait.
Yes, it's Stardew related, but I named all of my animals and pets like after friends, like names and such.
Aw.
And I have a story to share.
Oh no. Well, at least now people know that you have a story to share. I just clicked live about 30 seconds ago. Hey guys, Spellwaits here. I'm actually.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, and we're doing. Okay, let me figure out this. Um, wait, I'm not recording. This is a live thing. Hi guys. But welcome to Truck and Talk Thursdays. I am joined with. Wow, I can intro. I promise.
I, I think he'd like to say that he's joined by me, which is Dragon, a mythical dragon. Hi, I'm here.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about things and share stories and, do that.
And I'm gonna drive the things. Drive the things. Drive the truck at least.
Well,
And
yeah.
then yeah, we'll
And
share all the
things
fun
to a
stuff.
place and location, so.
It's like someone choose a location for me.
Colorado. I don't know why
Colorado.
I picked Colorado.
Okay, so
But
we're going all the way to Colorado then.
you're welcome. I don't know.
Let's drive all the way to Denver. Oh, this is a long ass drive.
Ooh, let's do
Go.
it.
Take me one drive to do this thing, but yeah, well, this is Truck and Talk Thursdays where I drive, we talk about random stuff. It's bad. I kind of want to talk about the weather.
Oh my god. Can I tell my Stardew Valley story
Yes,
first?
yeah, you can.
Okay, great. So, you guys didn't really catch all of that at the beginning. In Stardew, for this like personal playthrough thing that I'm kind of doing, I named all my animals after my friends. So I've got Daryl, of course. I've got
Hi.
my friend Brian, Ro, Lourdes, all these people. And so the story that I'm sharing with is actually about Daryl because
Oh.
I named my kitty after you, which
Aw.
is super cute. But it's funny because like when you get to a certain point in the game, after you check in on your cat and love your kitty cat every day,
Right.
a little message pops up on the screen saying your kitty loves you. And so what popped up right before you called me today was Daryl loves you, and I was like, oh, he better.
Aww. Aww.
It's like, oh, he better.
He's gonna call me in just a couple minutes.
Exactly. So I was like, oh, proof Daryl loves me.
I hope you screenshotted that. I feel like here we need proof.
I didn't. It popped away too quickly.
Damn it, game.
I know. I was like, no.
That's funny, but that's like it's like huh. Out of the whole thing, out of everything that a game would say, like Stardew, it says that. It's like what?
Yeah. I'm like, I picked the right person for this. I'm very proud of myself right now.
It's like the timing is right and everything. It just makes sense.
I was like, oh, he is the bestest friend I've had, really, in my life. So, yay!
Oh,
Yep,
that's cute.
I know. So, you heard it here live, everybody. Daryl loves me. Well, at least in the game, he loves me. No.
I love dragon. Clip. Just
Yeah, right there.
right there, clip.
Alright, close Stardew Valley. I just made like 5k. Hot, yes, okay.
Nice. Someone's making bank.
Yeah, it's new.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Almost did not turn that properly.
I paused the stream for a second, and then I have to catch up, so refresh.
That was fine. How's everyone? You're having a fun time at Stardew. Hopefully, everyone's having a fun time. It's been oddly a hectic week. On, I hope either you guys are not following Twitter or following Twitter, and amongst like everything else that's happening in the news.
I feel like I've been living in a box all week, so I'm not too sure what you're talking about, to be honest.
um, I
All I
guess.
know is that the biggest news up in Canada, for those that care about Canada, it looks like they underestimated how much of the vaccine we're actually going to get here, so that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not going to get enough vaccinations, it looks
Oh.
like. hmm
Thought I almost powered off my thing.
I was wondering
That's
what you're doing. I was
fun.
like, I can hear the echo of you like bending down, like ah.
Yeah, I had to like fix my placement for the pedals because it felt like a little too close for me when I was just on the gas pedal. I'm just like, wait, this
Oh,
feels
I see.
awkward. Don't want to get myself a cramp. That'd be fun to get a cramp midstream. It's like,
Oh no,
I
no, no,
can't
no, no,
drive. I
no.
had a cramp.
Oh, cramps are so painful though.
Oh yeah, it's been interesting. I haven't really gotten much cramps as of late because usually like I don't know if this is like because of like when I'm moving around at work versus not moving as much here, quote unquote.
Hmm.
Um, I've always had this is some traffic. I've always had like cramps at
Yep.
like the middle of the night. Not every day, but like a couple
Quite
like
often.
couple times a week.
Mm.
I'm going to just cheat.
Illegal.
I know. And then the truck moves after that. What? Wow, how rude.
Well, you deserved it. You tried to cheat.
I did. The sad part is I need to be on that lane. Truck, can I go that way, please?
Yeah. See, for me, for cramps, I get them if I'm not drinking enough water.
Oh, right. That's true.
Yeah.
That could also be me as well, actually.
Because
Uh,
I used to think that it was related to dairy and like milk and things. So I would be
uh-huh.
like, fucking glass of milk every night before bed, so I don't get these goddamn cramps.
Right.
But then I still got them. Like it was really bad when I was in Mexico actually for the first week.
Ooh.
And I was like, I gotta have my glass of milk before bed because I don't want no cramps while I'm here because I want to be comfortable in this big
Right.
ass bed. Um, but then no, and then I was talking to my cousins that I was staying with, and they were like, "It might just be water. You are in a new climate that's very hot and humid.
So you
Try to drink a lot more water." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And yeah,
yeah, you do tend to lose a lot more water in humid climates. Oh, oh.
especially because like I've also been working out a lot more lately. Like,
Uh huh.
so I sweat it all out, but you need water to kind of balance that. So,
Right.
uh huh.
The more you know. But yeah, it's like interesting. It's like I thought like for me, I knew for the fact it's like lack of water because there'd be like at times I just end up just like going hours without drinking water during when I was working. Well not during working, but after work when I get home. Because usually I just like take a break and all that stuff, and then I just forget, and then I go to sleep, and then suddenly crap in the middle of the night. I know. Have fun with those commands. I think I will need to fix that though. Your
Yeah,
I need to reformat the dragon command. Um,
that's so cool. I was like, huh, he did tell me new commands. I want to try both.
I did.
And then I read the TNT one and I was like,
It took me a while to figure out what I was gonna write on that one. It was just like, how do I explain it in the most me way?
Mhm.
Good enough.
You know, it's funny. I was gonna actually like text you before earlier in the day saying like, hey, you should like fix up commands and things because I'm actually coming back after a couple weeks of not being here.
Right.
But then I got completely distracted because I had a call with someone from Toastmasters, my friend from Toastmasters.
Ooh.
Then I recorded with a man doctor for my channel. By the way, it's in chat if you want to like follow.
Hey hey.
Um, a man doctor. I recorded a podcast with him, and then
Ooh.
afterwards, I was like, I need to get away from the screen because I was starting to get that like almost migraine type of headache from
Right.
staring at the screen too long. And so I went and watched like 2 hours of 90 Day Fiance with my mom, um, just to get away from like really close screen contact.
Right.
And then
Just
I
eat
was like,
for
huh, what time is it? Shit, I gotta eat food and like work out. Fuck, what the fuck? And yeah, I ran out of time, did I? But you did it anyway. I'm so proud.
Yeah. Dang, you've also been productive. Also, I think
Yeah.
try. I know you have your own command, but I guess if anyone wants to follow your Twitch channel still, I've also I think it works. It's exclamation point SO your username, or you could probably just do SO, and I think it auto completes it with your name.
Oh, it does it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um, well, you guys can follow my Twitch because I will be using it kind of very scarcely throughout the year, but I'm
Uh
going to
huh.
be using it mainly for charity fundraising and things like that.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So whenever people donate, which I got a donation today, it's funny though because the Canadian to US conversion rate really messed it up a little bit, so it's not quite 40 US that I have now out of
Ooh.
500. But I'm still gonna count it, I think, just because why not, right?
Right.
Um, and so I'm gonna actually be live streaming sometime next week. We're doing fundraising, like incentive things. So
Ooh,
I have
hype.
to eat something like 8 bean boozled beans, and I have to do
Oh,
40 push-ups. So look
oh,
forward to that
damn. Oh,
pain.
no, but congrats.
Yeah, I mean, 40 out of 500, long way to go, but we've got all year.
Yeah, actually, 40 out of, well, yeah, long way, but for 1 month, that's actually pretty good if we're
Yeah,
looking at year's
yeah. I mean,
perspective.
I donated the first 20.
Oh.
And then my aunt. I was gonna go very British there. My aunt. That sounds so American now. I feel like I'm going through American and British right now. My brain can't handle it.
And you're
Um,
Canadian.
yeah. How do I say aunt in Canadian? I don't know. But she donated the other like 25 Canadian today. That ended up being like 1940 US.
Oh my god, so close, damn conversion rates.
I know.
If you want, you could put a link out for your extra life, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where is
feel
it?
free to put your extra life link on there.
Fuck, wrong link. God. If anyone wants to buy me a new mouse, please. My plug-in mouse is not responding very well lately.
Oh no.
Like whenever I click, it double clicks.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not
When you're gaming, it's actually quite awful.
good. It's like, what happens if I didn't mean to double click?
Yeah, I'm like, I did not need to hit my animals with my sword. I was just trying to
Oh
switch
no.
tools, but okay.
Oh
Thank God in
no.
Stardew you can't actually kill any animals, which is good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But dang.
But
So
yeah, fundraiser stuff. It's really cool. I'm gonna torture myself with bean boozled beans and push-ups next week on my stream. I don't know when yet. I'm still making plans for stuffs.
got it.
Because my work schedule next week is I don't know. It's a little messed up, so I gotta
Ooh,
kind of
that's not
work it
good.
all out.
Ooh,
It's not super messed up, but it's kind of annoying because
right.
it's like 6 to 10, 6 to 2:30, 6 to 10, 6 to 10, 6 to 2:30, and I'm like, why? Like, can't you just?
Short, long, short, long, short, long. Why would you do this?
Yeah, I liked it better where it's like the last couple of weeks where it's been like,
Oops.
all right, we'll give you your short one first, then all the long ones, or we'll give you the two long ones first, and then all your short ones. It's nice that way because you can kind of like, all right, like that's planned out. But this one's like
Right.
so up and down that I'm gonna be like, how tired am I gonna be?
Oh boy.
So I gotta kind of play it by ear, but yeah, follow me on things because I am actually doing quite a lot more with everything that I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
this year than I have before. Except Twitter. I guess I'm a little more quieter on Twitter, but that's where you can find out when videos go live. So yeah.
I mean, when in doubt, Twitter is always like, yeah, a good updating thing. It's like, hey, I got a video. Hey, I'm doing this. You know, that's it. Ooh, hello.
Exactly. Oh, oh hey. You almost caused a crash, just as bad as that
I
one.
almost did. I was like, oh, I just got to move over the truck. Looks over the hill. Oh, that's where it's closed. Oops.
Oh, now you've got Castle on the Hill in my head immediately. Over the I can't sing on Twitch. Blech.
Right. DMAC. You don't want to be DMAC'd.
Yes, but anyway, all that promotion stuff out of the way. How's your weekend, Daryl?
It's been. This week has been actually pretty good. I actually did publish my first non non gameplay video. Like I was trying to figure out like the right wording for that, but it's like it's something that I've always wanted to do. Sorry, I have an itch on my foot. It's something I've always wanted to do ever since I created my channel
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube for like more than 10 years. Where I was just say I have a passion
Oh.
for passion for technology, and I've said it before on Chuck and Tuck. I have a passion for technology, and I've always had an itch to do like reviewing products, like whether it's like devices, like a watch, a phone, like that, or like an app. And I've done it before, back way early in. I don't know if I've unlisted those videos or not. You may look into those old videos. I may relist them actually. I think some of them are unlisted. But I decided to take a new approach on this whole like review tech thing, and I did a week with Samsung products, which that was very interesting to record because it was definitely out of my norm, at least within the past decade, to do.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like a vlog, but you're also not really doing a vlog. You're actually presenting something or at least my first try attempting to present something. Um, but and it was also like my first time really taking my time and a little bit of frustration on editing a video. I hope, Dragon, I hope you realize how much jump cuts I've done on that video.
Oh yeah.
Take a wild guess as to why I did the jump cuts.
Well, you needed some more things, I
Oh
guess.
yeah, that too.
My words are idle to the brain, but you explain it better than I can.
I also
When I talk about technology in his video, I'm like, I like the edits. They're really cool and they work. That's all I can tell you. So watch the
right.
video. That's, I mean, yeah.
And it's funny because all the jump cuts I did honestly wasn't for like the video topic's sake.
Mm-hmm.
It was to prevent the and all counters.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, I'm so
I
proud of you.
I
Look at
tried
that.
my
You
best.
joined Toastmasters for 1 week and then like, oh, I'm so
And
proud.
now I feel that, yeah, I know I did. I joined her one of her Toastmasters meeting back last month, and it's I had like the slight subconscious of like, man, how many times have I said or and then I'm hearing it. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm cutting these. Granted, the video I did, that's all unscripted. I don't have any scripts or anything to go by. I just have the idea in my head. I kind of know what I want to do, and then it's just from there winging it to see the outcome. Because I feel like those kind of videos, while it's a bit unprofessional, I feel that I just want to get my foot in the water, just for fun. Because I'm always the person that just doesn't go by the script unless if I really need to for whatever reason.
No.
Um, so I just did that. I just like I have like a couple ideas of what I want to talk about, what I want to cover, but I don't have any script. I don't have anything like saying I'm gonna say these sets of words or anything like that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
that led.
mean,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, most of my videos too are like that as well. Like, and maybe I shouldn't share this because I just advertised myself, but most of the time when I get into the recording, I'm just so excited to play the game that I literally forget what I wanted to talk about in the video. Like, my Stardew one for this past week was actually alright because I was like, you know what, I just came out of a really cool thing, like a really cool session, and I could talk about it. It's really
Right.
great. But then don't start today. I'm like, we're gonna play the game. Yeah, what are our goals?
I
it gets
understand that
awkward at one
feeling.
point, but it's fun. But
Right.
even for Toastmasters at this point, I never walk in with anything prepared at this point unless I'm actually with a specific role that needs preparation.
Uh huh.
Because I'm just like, fuck it, I gotta get better at winging shit anyway. So like, I'm
Right.
just gonna wing it and really watch my uhs and ahs and ahs and ahs.
Get that impromptu notion down in some ways.
Yeah, because I realize I do it every week with recordings, so I really need to kind of get better at this.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I did that. I had a fun time editing that whole thing, and I'm just like, I had like I don't know how many times it's played, and I'm pretty sure there's still like a couple of uns or ums only because it only makes sense on my speech pattern.
Well, yeah, and it's also sometimes really hard to get those all immediately cut out too,
Right.
especially if you're someone like me who rambles pretty quickly, because I will just go off on a topic and all of a sudden be like, yeah, right, we're going to do this, and then it's like there's not enough time between the and right to like cut
Right.
it unless you're super speedy fingers and can like split it very
Okay.
quickly. But yeah.
Yeah. And I also had that issue too because there was like when was doing my intro and outro. I actually did the intro also had an outro on the same part, thinking I thought I had all the points down for my ending for the ending of the video, and then I watch it and I'm like, oh, this is so cringy. This is very bad. So I ended up re-recording it again and then again because it's like I'm going off on tangents. I just need to end the video, Daryl.
I'm not gonna lie, as I was watching it, I was like thinking the same. I was like, girl, this outro is like 6 minutes of your 22-minute video.
I know. I know. It was so hard. I was like, there all you need to do is just put an outro cuz the first time I did the outro, it was like 22 it was like 15 minutes. Only because I restated everything I said during the vlog portion.
Mm. I will be her first class on Out School. That's so cute. Message parent.
Ooh.
Sorry. I,
Oh yeah, she's
um,
an online teacher too.
I am. A quick update. I have two new students, and my other student re-enrolled in one of my classes.
Ooh, nice.
But quick update. What
Congrats.
up? Thanks. And now I'm trying. Like now I'm realizing. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh God, the student is in my class this Saturday, so I need to like message the parent and do like the whole rundown of like,
Right.
hi, my name is like Teacher Violet. I'll be teaching your daughter in class on Saturday. I just want to let you know that she's the only one enrolled right now, and some students and parents aren't happy when it's just one-on-one. So I'm just
Right.
letting you know that that's the situation. It could change very last minute. We could have more students in, but just let me know if that's okay, if this arrangement's all right, and if not, then I will happily like refund the money and give it
Mm-hmm.
like we can reschedule another time.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I'm being professional while you were rambling about your week
Ramble.
video challenge. So please continue. I was just so excited that I'm like, I gotta do
Oh, but
things.
congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been actually having productive 2021. Hello.
I am, and I will get to that after you talk about your lovely challenge video and week.
I know. All right. But yeah, my first outro was like 15 minutes of like about like maybe 13 minutes of that was just restating everything for whatever reason.
Quick
And then
question: is Phyllis a girl name or a boy name?
that depends, I think.
Shit. Okay,
But
I gotta go
I
look at the
think
gender of the parrot in 1 second.
I
Please hold.
think it's mostly female.
I'm going to look. I hate that it says parent Phyllis Phyllis. Phyllis? Phyllis. I'm trying to. I need to look at the profile of this learner. That might be better. Let's just do that, shall we? And maybe that'll help.
Holy shit, this is a highway.
I guess I could just say hello, parent of. Yeah, I guess I can do that way. Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
that. Okay, sorry, professional existential crisis happening. It's fine, don't worry about it. Keep going.
Yeah. Right. Me going. No,
So you said that like you're basically restating everything in the first like 30 seconds, and
yeah.
then
Yeah, I was basically restating a lot of things, and it was like, I like watched the whole thing, and it's like, I don't think I ever put my driving point to this whole thing. So I ended up just scrapping that whole part and just re-recording the whole like ending at least. Um, did that like I did that. It took me like two takes to figure out like the right wording, and then just like Daryl, and like internally, Daryl, you gotta end it. Just end it, because otherwise we're gonna be here forever, and it's not one of those videos. It's not a podcast. It's actually a video.
yeah, or like it's not even a real vlog technically either, where you can kind of go on those tangents and rambles to like fill
Right.
the time. It's more like, okay, I've said the points. I think I've said them 3 times. Gotta stop.
Yeah. I'm just like, you already said it. You don't need to restate it or anything like that. Just go, be done with it. So that I had a fun time just like going through that, going through just all my footage and everything. Um, and I realized, thank you, Dragon, for real like actually commenting on that as well. I thought I had enough like extra footage, and then I started editing. I'm like, oh, I don't. Um, but I mean, I had a fun time editing that whole thing all together, getting that into like one almost, I think, almost neat package. I would say I tried to be a little bit too perfect on editing my first like long winded proper video. Like that took me it like I went through it. I went through it going through all the footage, being sure that everything's like cut and everything perfect. So like there's like one almost one continuous thought, because the uhs and ums, I'm hoping you're also catching it right now, that the uhs and ums and the tangents, I just try to cut as much of that so I can at least get directly to the point. But I I edited it, I rendered it, and then uploaded, and then yeah. So um, I would just give it a watch. Give me some critique. Give me some comments so I can improve better. And because I want to make more videos like that in 2021. It was I had a blast, and I have some ideas looming around to for future videos. So yeah, if you can give it a watch, and leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, even though this is Twitch,
Mm.
and all that
I
stuff.
mean, you upload this to YouTube as well, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. For all those people on YouTube, watch the video that I uploaded last week because this goes up on Tuesday. Um,
Hmm. Boom, professional teacher, what up? Email sent. Okay, I'm
hey,
done.
nice.
I'm feeling really derpy right now. Don't worry about it.
That's fine. Oh, hello. Wait,
Hello, is it me you're
you're
looking?
looking for? Um, but yeah, I have that video out. Give it a watch and all that stuff. Aside from that, I'm still working on other video ideas, living life, and trying to hope that this crazy storm that's been going on for the past couple of days just kind of goes away in a way. It was
Yeah, you were saying it was really, really windy the other day.
oh yeah, it it was windy like almost all night. So this was like I think Tuesday night if I remember correctly. Um, it started like around like 8 o'clock my time and didn't end till like about 4 in the morning, where it was just like a huge storm. Oops.
Hmm.
But it was a huge storm where it was just like rain, wind, and it was like I know for the fact it was not hurricane force winds, but oh my god, it sounded like there was a hurricane out there. Where it's just like like the wind's just been battering everything and like everything and like everything and everything, Daryl. Yep. But it was just like it was pretty windy. You like just hear it howl. You hear the rain really hit the window and the roof heavily, and this was going on for what is it like 8 hours I think. And I was like, well, this is kind of scary. I'm like hoping the power doesn't go off on us. Luckily, it didn't. Um, I know I've heard that it like power was out like in numerous places up in Northern California because of it. But it was almost like a freak storm. But thank God it was at night because I don't know what would it look like in the day because that would be very. But when I woke up Wednesday morning, I hear some like chattering going on right by my window, and I was like figuring I was like who's like right there because it's like when I woke up it was still kind of raining, it was still kind of windy,
Hmm.
so I like didn't bother to look just in case if it was the neighbors because I usually can hear the neighbors through my window because the houses are pretty close by to each other. But then I walked up, went out, and then realized my parents were not in the house. They were just in the backyard. And I looked outside, and the dang freak storm decided to blow our fence down with the neighbors.
Oh.
It was a bit surprising actually, like considering, because like the wind was like 30, 40 miles an hour, so
Oof.
60 to 70 kilometers an hour, and then up to
Yeah.
60-mile-per-hour gusts supposedly. So I thought like we've had freak storms like this before, but I think because it lasted for so long, like about 8 hours, just straight that I guess that makes sense that with enough time and energy, it will just topple over. But
Mm.
luckily, it did not damage too much things out there. How it landed on the neighbor's side, but I don't think anything got destroyed on their end. And right now, the fence is just perched to the side um, on their wall.
Okay.
So hopefully, I don't think we're gonna experience any other freak storms. Maybe, hopefully not. Cross our fingers. But it should at least be stable for now. Um, as of today, my parents just contacted insurance, so they're gonna send out like I guess an estimate on on the repairs, and hopefully we'll get that repair maybe next week.
Okay, well, doesn't sound too bad.
No, it wasn't. So, but it was kind of interesting because then like I really looked at it, and then after I went back into my room, I opened my window. I was like, oh, that fence is not straight up anymore.
Oof.
It's tilted. One good thing is with the fence, it's like at least it still stood up in the front and just
Hmm.
went down in the back. Because if it was the
Okay.
other way around, I would be a bit concerned.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that shortly, like literally the next night, someone, like a group of residents had their mailbox broken into
Oh no.
because of the storm.
You know what's weird up here? In the north side of my city,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, people have had their license plates stolen in
Uh,
like a few of the neighborhoods up north.
huh.
License plates.
Out of all the things you would steal,
Right. Like, I mean, it's still like a pretty serious thing because, again, if
right?
you're caught driving without one, that's illegal.
And
So, like, it's a huge thing. But
right.
dang, like, why would you target that neighborhood in that specific way?
Just and
That's weird.
stealing license plates at that. It's like, what are you trying to expect? It's like you drive with their license plates so you could steal their identity or something, just so you could give them a ticket or something. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's quite weird. So
That's
that's
weird.
like when I heard about my your mailbox being broken or like our neighbors, I was like,
Uh huh.
huh, I have a weird thing to share too.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
And it's like I guess they targeted perfectly because it was still storming. It was still raining pretty
Yeah.
heavily last night. So
Yeah,
I
we've
guess
had
they're
like
like,
cars and things like that broken into an hour during like crazy weather here as well. So
mm. as
people
some
be stupid smart.
as some would put it, it was just a perfect storm for them. Anyways,
Uh,
I've always wanted to do that pun though. I'm terrible,
well,
but
to make it worse, you could say that life is strange.
oh, oh no,
But gamer humor
but
there. I'm done for the rest of the night. Daryl, please keep talking.
got it, got it. But yeah, so that was like in like terms of like within the area or within around me that's been going on. I'm also having a very fun time, like having a very entertaining time with the people of Twitter and Reddit, I guess, because apparently this is the time where everyone is saying down with the rich folks. I wish I was kidding.
Okay, so I'm so confused by all of this. What did GameStop do?
Okay, so it wasn't necessarily GameStop itself. So that's
Okay,
the context. GameStop did nothing. It was the
okay.
people who thought GameStop would fail. They thought they could make a quick buck back. But then I guess a group of people on Reddit noticed this sort of deal going on and thought, well, why don't we try to exploit it and then buy the GameStop share so then it brings demand up, and then if for those who like thought like bought basically predictions saying, oh, this GameStop will fail, the stock will always drop. But since it's going up, they technically lose money out of it because it's like, oh, but it's going up. So it's like they're not they were betting against it but losing.
Oh, so this is like the rich people basically saying like, no, this company's not going to do crap. We're not going to invest or care.
Well, it's more of like
Or,
we're going to invest because they're failing, or like
oh,
it's like we're betting against them because we know we're expecting them to fail.
I don't know anything about stocks, guys, so this is
It's
kind of going over my head. I am not a Wall Street person. Oh boy.
yeah, it's like I think the idea of like I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to think of this. It's like you buy like say you buy something in the market, like you buy like it's gonna be a weird example, but here you go. You buy like one of those like multi-pack candy bars, right?
Hmm.
You buy that for like $10. It comes with 10 packs of candy, right?
Yeah.
Basically, what the big guys are doing is, oh, because no one is buying it. Well, actually, let's see if this makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Because I was thinking it's like, oh, if they're not buying this candy, they I will stretch as I'm driving. They will try to sell it off to someone else. Oh yeah, here we go. So with that box of 10 candy, they don't want to sell the candy per. They just want to sell it all together still. And so they just give it to the next person to sell it to. But
Mm.
what they're expecting is because no one's buying the candy, that person won't make money. So that person who bought the 10 packs of candy for $10, right?
Yeah.
In order to just remove that supply, they sell it for like say 80 cents. And so the person, basically the smaller person who bought the candy for $10 but sold everything for 8 lost $2, while the person who sold it off to 10 was able to grab it. I don't know if that's like the right analogy.
Kind of, I guess, sort of. I don't really. I'm not one of these people, guys. If
Right.
you can follow that train of thought, I'm proud of you. My brain is more like GameStop is cool and they deserve it. That's where I'm at in this story, so.
Right. Um but it's
Yeah.
more of like, yeah, it's basically the big people, like the people with the big money versus the commoners with a lot of people with small amounts of money. And so they're
So
just trying to
then
like,
those people kind of got lucky in a way, I guess, because of the things that happened.
it's more of, I think, because the whole group of people with the small amount of money started banding together and get more and more people to do it, get more and more people to do it, like that. It just overshadows and just like takes over the person with the most money. And
Okay, so they're
basically,
eating the rich.
yeah, they're eating the rich. They're taking as
Okay.
much away from the rich as possible.
That's all you needed to tell me, is that they were actually eating the rich. And then I
Yeah,
was like, got it.
yeah, that's probably the better wording. Um, but then after that today, it's more of like now the rich people is like complaining that they're losing money, and so
Oh,
they want to stop to it.
babies! Welcome to real life, you bastards. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but money is power because yeah.
I had a conversation about that today earlier, actually. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
So that's like been the whole thing going on this whole week with the GameStop stuff
So
and as well
weird.
as
It
others.
reminds me of like that week back in 2020 where like the K-pop fans spot out that big stadium where Trump was like rallying at, and then like made all the seats like empty because no one actually went.
Right,
Because it's just K-pop fans bought it all out just to make it look like full, but it's not, kind
right.
of thing. Like that whole week of that kind of news coming out. No, it's like, oh, GameStop, it's winning in the stocks right now. It's like, to say what?
Yeah, it's basically a play. It's strength in numbers.
Mm.
It's definite strength in numbers. But it's like seen in like another
It's
aspect of
like
it.
that one scene in SAO Alicization where they looked like they were winning, but then all of the servers got released or whatever. And they had all those new players join at the same time, and they're on the evil side.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that, I guess. Actually, in some ways.
Hi, I don't know why I picked that example in my brain, but I was like, oh, it's like SAO, where they were like, yeah, we got this, and then like all the freaking information got released, and then all these new people joined in, like, huzzah, I can't wait to play this new game. But then they ended up being on the bad side, the evil side, and then like
Actually,
Asuna and all of them were like, whoa, 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 wait a minute, wake up, guys, you are being told to do this by an evil thing.
actually, that's actually a pretty good example. Except, I guess, flip its positivity, in a sense. So now how when the horde of people comes in, it's pretty negative. You see an SAO. Think that is a
Yeah.
positive thing. And then if the rich people try to do something, or like when Asuna and them try to like really fix it out, and that's a positive thing, flip it to a negative thing. So it's like just like flip that whole
Yeah.
positivity
It'd be
situation.
basically like the bad guys are overwhelming them at this point, and then like all of a sudden all these players log in and they like overwhelm the bad guys and take over.
Right.
Like just flip the situation that way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know the principle stands. I did gamer logic because I've been
Hopefully
doing a
that
lot
clears
of
up
gaming
anything about
lately.
that. So yeah, it's still going on. And supposedly, like a lot of people are like, let whoever has bought into this keep holding because today like the prices went down and for some people, if you see it go down, you just start panicking. You want to sell it now before you lose more. But I guess with this big herd mentality that's going on right now with it, they said, just forget it. It will go up. Just stay strong, sort of deal.
Hmm.
So
Oh my god,
that's
this is starting to sound like Animal Crossing, fucking turnip economics, because I'm starting to get to that road right now.
a lot of people are referenced. Like, a lot of some people have referenced the stonks, the turnip stonks with what's going on right now too.
Yeah, because I thought I did a smart by buying like turnips for like 95,
Mm-hmm.
and then I sold them for like 105 because I'm like, cool, that's like 10 like fell profit. What up?
Right.
But then like the next day I went to 140, and I was like, son of a bitch, I could have made like more. But
Actually, that's a even a good example as well. That's what's going on too.
yeah, so yeah, turnip economics can help me understand real world
Right.
economics. Wow, guys, it's like the game's real life.
It's like they're trying to tell us something, but I don't know what.
Huh, Animal Crossing. So you're telling me that I need to move to a deserted island and then I can understand life.
Life and
Got it.
economics.
Yeah, there you go.
We all
That
need to
is
move into the
not
same.
real advice. Please do not follow that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's funny because I've been like kind of like watching some of these people like streaming like, "Oh my god, this is going on." Cuz like they were like I just see it pop up on recommended because I've watched a couple like people do finance videos and such just because I wanted to like test it out just to be like,
Well,
"Oh,
yeah,
I
and plus
put
you're
my
like into stocks because you're that's like your goal for this year.
yeah." I've been trying to like really invest. Obviously not in terms of like what's going on this week. Like
N-
that's I have
That's
a
too
feeling.
risky, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, I play along, but I only put in like $100 just to see what goes on, just to see if what what comes out of it. If I make money, I make money. If I lose it, oh well. I mean, I have my other investment stuff in different place, so like at least with that, it doesn't allow me to like touch it fully. So I don't like end up like, oh, I need to put all that money into this meme sort of deal. That's what a lot of people are saying of the GameStop.
Hmm.
It's basically a meme stock because everyone on the internet's going for it and everyone is poking fun at whether it's the bad guys, the good guys, or all of them. um, but yeah, I like it popped up to my recommended for YouTube, and I'm just like, all right, sure, I'm curious, what's going on? And
Hmm.
it's been pretty crazy, I'll say. But it's been oddly fun to watch
Ah, cool.
because it's because apparently some people because people put it as what's going on right now this week is basically a casino, and for people who know, I go to the casino. Yeah, woo. I do used to go to the casino. So, but it's like you're basically watching people put money on and see what happens. Put money down and see what happens. So it's just like interest. I like saw like some sort of interest of just like watching them see what goes on, see how much money they have like gained or lost or anything, and then have like the little brief moment of like, man, I wish that was me, and be an instant millionaire or some sort of thing like that. And I would say it was kind of funny though, because I remember last year when the pandemic started,
Hmm.
I was slowly getting into investing, and I remember looking at GameStop and
Oh my
say,
god.
ooh, maybe I should invest it. But then I just saw it go down, down, down. I was like, pass. Especially considering they're mostly a brick and mortar store. They don't really have an online presence during that time. So I was like, I passed and moved on.
Fair.
Do I regret not picking that up when they were like $3 a share? Yeah. But oh well, you win some, you lose some, right?
Yep, yep. Me starting to check out of this conversation a little.
But that's all I've got to talk about. If you guys want to know more, I would just do a Google search of like GameStop and such. There's a whole bunch of like now easy to read articles about it, and where you could probably decipher and figure out what's going on, and see if you want to try out. I don't know if it'd be a good time now because I think the train has just kind of went already. But there could be some coaches back there for people. So who knows?
Oh my god.
That was a weird way to put the hype train
That was
reference.
a weird analogy, yep.
There's a couple coaches that way that you could probably still get in. I never thought I would say that. That was such a
Hmm.
train joke. Oh.
Or a train wreck.
Yeah, that'd be like about next week, I'd say.
Oh my lord.
But that's pretty much my whole week. I mean, to be fair, there's still like 3 more days to go, and planning to like get some recording out tomorrow, edit sometime next week, and then I'm gonna be hanging out with friends this Sunday because apparently there's a WWE night going on, and apparently one of them suggested to have a watch, have like a watch party of sort. But mostly
Oh,
we're
that's
just
exciting.
gonna be hanging out.
Yes. Oh, I have to talk to you about Saturday.
I got it.
Normally, this dude and I hang out not only on Truck and Talk Thursdays because our friendship is more than that. Let's be real.
Oh, true. Yeah.
We hang out once a weekend usually, and the Saturday is interesting because I teach in the early afternoon,
Oh,
and I have Toastmasters before that, so it'll be a little, maybe a potentially later start for that.
got it.
But luckily, I don't work Sunday, so I can kind of stay up late, whatever. So we can do a late night call.
Ooh, okay,
Hey
awesome.
guys, I just made plans with spam and because the truck and talk. I'm sorry, but
We need to do this.
words.
it
I'm
was.
just picking up seashells in Animal Crossing. Okay, what do you want from me?
I like how you went from Stardew to Animal Crossing, which makes sense, I guess, because you're going from PC
Well,
to
I
Western.
can. Yeah, I don't want to like stretch my bandwidth too much
Right.
by playing it on PC. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go airplane mode, switch light, and Animal Crossing, and catch this bug on a stump. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, man, you've been doing also a lot of gaming too, with your production and such, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It's been nice because I feel like I'm doing a lot right now in my life, and so when I can just take like 20 minutes to go chill, collect a bunch of seashells, see, bunch
Sheesh.
of see, I've done a lot of talking today, so I'm sorry.
It's okay.
um, collect a bunch of seashells and sell them, then I'm like, cool, done, and then I can look for fossils and make Blathers happy because he's the only Animal Crossing character I fucking care about right now.
Aww.
Because he's an owl and he's a nerd, okay? It's me, it's my spirit animal.
It's probably a lot of people's spirit animal, but definitely your spirit animal.
Well, owls are my life, as well as dragons.
Them
Owls and
winged
dragons,
beasts.
things that can fly.
Meanwhile, me, them winged beasts.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
In hindsight, I realize how bad that sounded.
I found the perfect Animal Crossing character for you.
Oh?
He's a new villager and his name is Spork. And all he wants to do is eat food and take naps.
Oh my god, that's me.
And he's funny because he told me like earlier today that he likes the plaza because there's like a lot of people that he can come around and talk to, but then he has to go home and take a nap after. But then he also likes when there's nobody in the plaza because he can lay down right in the middle of the plaza and take a nap. I'm like,
Oh man, I
wow,
want to do that.
I love him. I love him so much. She's the best. But yeah, anyway, Animal Crossing aside, hello.
Been like playing Animal Crossing in your spare time, obviously doing your recordings and such. Teaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing
Should
that.
I begin, girl?
Yeah. Yeah. Feel free.
Right. My week has been interesting. Despite sounding productive, it's also been interesting
Oh boy.
because my motivation has gone up and down,
Oh no.
left, right, and center from like Sunday till Tuesday ish, where I'm just like, I don't wanna. You wanted me to make lessons and like be a teacher? No, I've been like not a teacher for so long that I kind of want to keep not being a teacher
Oh
for
no, the complacency.
a little bit, so I got a bit lazy. But I started making like materials and maybe went and was like productive for like 10 minutes at a time, basically, and just kept gaming the rest of the time.
Hey,
Um,
slow paces, right? Like small steps.
yeah, plus like I am a lady, so that kind of thing was also going on, so finally ended.
Ooh, oh, okay.
And then I was like recovering from that because anemia is a thing
Ooh.
after that kind of a week because blood. But anyway. So it was a slowish start, but then I started creating more lessons. I posted my second D&D class on Outschool,
Ooh.
and it was funny because I was like, I don't really want to like be that person to like check Outschool every day to look for new learners and things like that. And then I
Right.
realized, oh, they send me emails when I get new learners.
Oh.
So, um, as I was saying before, I have two D&D classes posted right now,
Mhm.
and one Spanish class. So I have making a D&D character, and now I've got combat in D&D. So this is teaching kids like basically from 10 to 16
Mhm.
the rules of D&D and kind of breaking it down to further sections. So character building, combat D&D, and I'll be posting my third D&D class. Oh my god, I'm a D&D nerd. But my third D&D
Aw.
class will be about the roleplay aspect of it. So my student, I taught making a I taught building a D&D character class earlier, like this month, to one student, and she absolutely loved it. And her mom basically messaged me saying, "We're gonna definitely watch out for more of your classes. If it's D&D related, I will get her in there as soon as I can." I was like, "Oh,
Aw.
okay."
Dang. That's
And it
amazing.
was really sweet. So when I posted my second D&D class, she already enrolled into that for next week,
Ooh.
for the 6th, I think. So now I'm like, oh, I gotta make that class. I gotta make that lesson. I gotta do things. And I'm working on it. I still need to create a few more slides for it, and then I'll post it next week. But I have time. I have a week. And
That's good.
then and then this week, so I got that email about her enrollment, and then this week I got two other students enrolled, and one student is in my Build a D&D class on Saturday,
Ooh.
and then one other student enrolled to building a D&D character next week. So now I'm teaching kids officially 10, 12, 14.
Hey, you got the age
Well,
range now.
yeah, I'm
Starting
really
age range.
excited to meet like the 14-year-old because obviously she's a bit older,
Right.
and so I can probably go through things a little bit faster, and then we can just really focus on the character
Mhm.
building part of it instead of being like, this is what D&D is, this is what all this crap means. Blah, 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 blah. I don't have to go into that lengthy, long description part of it.
Like go
I
one
can
by
just be
one.
like, I can just be like, hey, I got some categories here that you can look at. If you want a fighter kind of character, you can check out these in the player's handbook. And if you want to focus more on magic and spell types, these are the people for you, kind of
Ooh.
thing.
Wow. That's pretty good.
And yeah, explain it that way. I know it sounds really quick and it sounds like I'm a horrible teacher, but again, my style for the one time class that I'm doing, like I offer the class once,
Mhm.
is to just really blabber, basically. Ramble, go through the material slowly for like the younger kids, especially because I have that 10-year-old.
Right.
So it'd be me going through that pretty slowly with them and being like, hi, this is what D&D is all about. This is why you need a character, and you can do whatever you really want with that character. There's just a few steps you need to follow and some rules that are need to be applied, and
Mhm.
these are the rules. Whereas older kids, I can be like, all right, how much do you know about D&D? Cool. Well, let's go through this information. I'm going to kind of go through it really quickly because it will make way more sense once we get to the character page.
Right.
Because older kids have that kind of foresight for what the knowledge I'm giving them is and where it will
Right.
lead to. Like they have that foresight a bit better. I know that because I took educational psychology.
I mean,
um,
you are teaching major. Wow, Taro.
I'm a
That's
teaching major. That's right. I'm major teaching.
teaching
No,
major.
I am.
I
I
realized it's like it sounded right in my head until I realized no, that does not sound right at all.
I am a fully certified ass teacher. There you
There we
go.
go.
Not an ass teacher, but
A
what I mean.
certified house teacher, a cat.
I'm a cat. Meow. If Wasabi was in here, she probably would have woken up, but she's not. Thank
Oh my
God.
god.
But No, I'm an actual certified teacher. Went to school for it. Did my 5.5 years. Woohoo!
Hey.
So I kind of know what kids are at for
Mm-hmm.
learning just based on their age. But when it comes to the lessons, anything goes.
Right.
So hopefully we'll see how the Saturday goes with the 14-year-old. I'm hoping I can get through most of it really rapidly and then kind of just really focus on the character creation this time.
Mm-hmm. Um.
Whereas the 10-year-old will be like, all right, we need to really go through a lot of information. It's going to be boring, so we'll take stretch breaks, but let's just get to it.
Right. And you gotta really put this down on like what? It's like an hour long class, basically.
Yes. So, like, let's say the 14-year-old wants to make a magic based user or a
Mm-hmm.
magic based character. I need to think about spells and how long it takes to choose spells and that kind of thing because that is a long time. You have to go through and read them all and figure out which ones you like, which ones you don't like.
Oh, I
So
bet.
I have to accommodate for that time. So if this person wants magic base, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I got to get through this information quick.
Right.
We're gonna ignore the fighting side of the D&D characters for now. Let's just focus on the magic side. I'll quickly explain these ones, and then you can make your choice.
Mm.
And then, but if a 10-year-old wants magic user, that's going to be the one where I'm like, all right, I'm going to explain a lot of this to you, and we're going to fill in a character together just to show you how it works.
Right.
Because they won't have enough time to make their own, but based on what I show them and demonstrate, I can show them how it works on the actual character sheet so then they can do it on their own after.
Mm.
There are many teaching methods in this world.
And you're really
And
implementing all of them as much as at least as much as you
literally,
can.
it just depends on the learner and their choices and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. It just depends on the learner. And you learn very quickly what kind of learner they are as soon as you get on video with them. And if you're yammering and they're falling asleep, well, you got to stop yammering and you got to get them doing something.
You
But
gotta
if
really
they
keep
are
them
like,
active.
but if they're like the student I had like a couple weeks ago, where she literally had a notepad in front of her and she was just watching and writing and engaging in like such a really intense way that I was like, I've got her. She's
Whoa.
hooked.
Dang, really?
Yeah, yeah. So then when it comes to that, I'm like, okay, that student was super ready, has a notebook, has a pen, wants to write this down, wants all the options, wants to explore everything. Cool, I will do that for her.
They know what they want to do.
Yeah, yeah. And then she made a really cool character. She made like a dwarf rogue,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
a dwarf criminal rogue actually, who was a thief. And I was like, I'm down for that. Little person thief, heck yes, let's go.
It just works basically.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, heck yeah, I haven't even thought of a dwarf being a criminal, but let's do it. Like, it's D&D, you can make anything happen.
Right. Sky's the
Oh.
limit, basically. You're.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really good. So it's been fun. I can't wait for that. And then, yeah, so I got those three classes. Nothing is really kicking off for my Spanish class yet,
Aw.
which is unfortunate. I might have to change it to a flex class, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've already explained these classes once on here before, but I might as well do it again. One time
Perfectly sure.
class means you have that class and you offer it one time, but you can offer that class one time as many times as you want, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So students enroll into it for that one quick lesson, quick little like it details to figure out how to get started in something potentially, and then they kind of take off and do their own learning after. So that's what basically one time. And then flex class is where you record weekly videos for them to follow along and do work and assignments with.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not actually meeting them live or in person. You're actually just recording yourself, teaching the material, giving them something to do with it, having them submit it back to you. You correct it, give feedback, and you do it that way.
Mm.
And then what I'm doing with them is an ongoing class, which is basically I've scheduled 2 sections of the same topic once a week kind of thing. So a topic per week, and I teach it twice. So then students can drop in and subscribe for any number of lessons they want
Mm-hmm.
based on the topics I'm teaching and what they're interested in, what they need, and their level of Spanish.
Mm.
So far that's not going too well, so I might switch it to the flex class so I can start recording videos and at least posting them, and then whoever enrolls can watch it when they get to it.
And then you just see how the. Well,
Yeah.
you don't really see how they. Well, because it's not like a live sort of deal. as you say.
No, but you can see who logs into what and who accesses what materials,
Right.
and seeing if they're doing it. Then they can submit things and attach files to like the message in the forum and blah 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 blah.
Dang. This is very like new age online classes, really.
It really is because you basically create whatever class you want to teach and you teach it. There
Mm-hmm.
are limitations to this program or this a platform. That's the word, because you can't use. There is a huge big thing about copyright.
Right.
So whatever materials you use in class, you have to get permission from the actual creator.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, D&D has been very, very open with educational connections to their content. They have it
Right.
right on the website that you can use it in any kind of context, especially educational ones. So
Mm-hmm.
Wizards of the Coast, thank you, because D&D's been used in educational settings for years now.
Hey, if it's a way to learn, it's a way to learn something. I mean, why limit it, right?
Yeah, and like I was also thinking if there's time in the class with a 14-year-old, I can show them how making this character really connects to like creative writing and like what you do in school,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of having that last little like here's your educational and academic context to learn D&D.
Get that school connection sort of dealy.
Yeah, and even real life connection too, because
Oh yeah.
when you make more friends, you learn how to communicate and you get to play a funny little character. It's a good time.
Given like yeah, actually yeah, because it shows like the social aspect and all that stuff too.
Yeah, D&D covers all areas of your life. Oh man, do you have an hour? I can cover it.
Ding. So go if you have a child, go sign up, sign your kid up for a class, or if, at least if the child is interested in D&D. Wow, that sounds so weird. I'm gonna take that back.
He's so bad at like promoting
Advertising,
me. Wow.
promoting.
Basically, if you're interested, go to outschool.com, search up my real name, which I'm always kind of anxious to say it on like these kinds of things, but it's Viola Wallace. Search me up, look at the classes I'm offering, and I charge $12 US a class.
Ooh,
Yeah,
glad,
very
and
affordable.
I'm glad to know it's at least even accessible in North. Well, I think mostly North America, right? Or is it worldwide?
Most students are in North America, but they have had other students enroll from like Europe and onwards.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's why there is no bad time to schedule class. Nice spam.
I thought I had enough braking power. No,
You rear-ended a truck that could go boom.
I did. I mean, I'm still reminded of like last week where I was like trying to get AJ on last week, like in Coronas 22 on, and then I'm like, I'm rolling downhill in San Francisco, not realizing I'm not putting enough brakes. As suddenly I just smashed into two cars.
Oh boy.
Oops.
Yes. So back to that really. So this week has been me trying to gear up and get some motivation at the beginning of the week to kind of start making these classes and posting material and all that kind of stuff. Lo and behold, that didn't really work until Wednesday. But then Wednesday I like sat down, got a lot of stuff done because one of my challenges for Wednesday, so I do like a fitness challenge and self care challenge for this month just to kind of ease into 2021 and take care of myself a bit better.
Right.
My self care challenge was to go phone free that night.
Oh.
That's why I messaged you on Twitter instead of texting you about
I was wondering
tonight.
about that.
Because I was like, huh, I can still be on my computer, work around, kind of thing. But because I went phone free, I was just on my computer making my lessons and creating
Mm-hmm.
material. So I was really productive yesterday, which just felt good.
That's pretty good.
And then today I did social butterfly because well, the morning I was not a social butterfly. In the morning I didn't want to wake up
That's
because it was my
understandable.
day off. And I was like, body, why are you waking me up at 6 a.m.? I don't have to work. So it was me basically laying in bed, rolling around, going, I don't want to be awake till like 8 a.m.
I'm like, I don't want to do anything right now. Let me sleep.
Pretty much. I was like a little kid at that point, but you know, it's fine. But then I got up and got myself a big honkin' coffee. And then I sat down. I was like, all right, let's going here. I did a little bit of Stardew in the morning just because I was like, I'm close to like completing things, so I want to see if I can get them completed. Because I've also been diving into not only the economics of Animal Crossing, but a little bit of Stardew as well with like the new beach farm and like the new stuff and like realizing bundles have changed a lot. So I've been playing on my personal file to kind of see how it'd be like so I can prepare for my recording one.
Ooh.
So I've
Oh,
been,
we're gonna actually start a
yeah.
recording session of Animal Crossing. Ooh, that'd be cool.
No, no,
Oh,
no. You're not listening to me. I'm
wrong
talking about
thing.
Stardew
Yeah, I'll
and
start to.
bundles.
I don't know why I heard one thing and then
I
another thing.
might start recording things from my Switch in April
Ooh.
because of the Kickstarter I backed.
Ah, I remember you telling me that.
Um,
Damn me for mishearing that. But also, spoiler alert.
yeah. Although I don't know how much of that I would record because Animal Crossing at that point I'd have it for a few months and I don't know if people would want to see it, but
Uh,
who knows.
right.
I have other new games that I could always start up on the Switch,
There you go.
like Rune Factory 4, and I think I have a couple new ones that I have to download too, like Mega Man,
Ooh.
because I'm a huge nerd. Um,
Gotta play all the
anyway,
good Nintendo classics in some ways.
yeah. Anyway, so basically, I've been like playing way ahead on a beach farm in my personal profile,
Mm-hmm.
just so I can kind of see what is everything out. What That's a really bad sentence. What I'll need for every bundle and things like that.
Uh huh.
So that way, when it comes to recording one, I can look like I know what the hell I'm doing, because most of the time I don't.
Rather than just doing it like a blind playthrough in some sense.
Yeah, yeah. Part of me kind of wants to do that for Don't Starve as well because that episode coming out on Monday is a hot mess. So
Oh
enjoy.
no.
I don't die, but I forget to get food quite often, so that's not good in a game that says Don't Starve.
Right. Where
Uh,
it will be a game over basically.
yeah. And mandrakes are evil. Just fair warning.
Oh.
You'll see what I'm stupid, but anyway. I'm sorry. I Don't Starve is a hot mess. There, that's all I need to say. Because I recorded that today. So, haha, had my coffee, woke up, did a workout, um, stretched a bit because like I have had a lot of like tension in my shoulders lately.
Ooh.
It's
About
just
it.
been super achy, so I've been like trying to do more like shoulder yoga, I guess, because I don't really like other
Calisthenics in some
forms of
ways.
yoga. Not really calisthenics because that's hard.
True.
It's just a lot of like extra like arm stretches and holding poses that are like meant to stretch out your shoulders and like your neck.
God, I remember I had to do that like oddly enough last night for whatever reason. It was like there was like a sharp there was like some odd pain here. So I kept doing this and this. I'm just like, get out.
Mm-hmm. So did that a little bit in the morning because I was like, oi, oi, oi.
Good
And
good way to
then
explain it.
yeah, played a little Stardew, kind of built up that knowledge bank. Basically, you should see the piece of paper I have for Stardew. It's just full of like where the different bundles are, what every bundle needs, where do I need to go to get the bundles, and what seasons I need to fish for. Like I am decked out,
You
full
really
on
got this
nerd.
to a T.
And then in Animal Crossing, I've got another piece of paper for that about like how much each shell sells for, how much I can collect for, what makes a bundle, sort of like, or makes a stack, kind of like in Minecraft. So, stacks
Mm-hmm.
are 64 in Minecraft.
Right.
And Animal Crossing, it's like 10. So I have
Ah.
to keep that in mind for inventory space. And like, if I sell 10 corals, it's gonna be like 500 bells. Like, it's just, I've got that going now.
That's sort of that's sort of like resource management and what is it? What is it the word? Fuck. Microeconomics? There we go.
A little bit, because I owe Tom Nook a lot of frickin' bells, so
for on that island and such.
bastard raccoon. But anyway, so I've been doing a lot of that. So I had fun with a bit of gaming in the morning, and then I got up, did my workout, really actually started focusing on things that I need to focus on. Like recording Don't Starve, and opened up a couple PowerPoints and added a few slides. I could not do a lot though, but I tried. Then my mom was like running errands with my stepdad today, so like I And then I got a notification double star day at Starbucks. So I was like, hey,
Hype.
I need more rewards. Mom, do you want anything from Starbucks? Because I'll order it. You guys pick it up on your way home. Well, what up? I am very smart some days. But then I jumped in a shower, then I got ready, and then I had a nice friend coffee date with my friend from Toastmasters, and
Oh.
I think this is the start of a really good friendship.
Oh.
Yeah, because we just have a lot of cool ideas to help each other. Because
Uh huh.
we're both really just trying to figure out what the hell are we gonna do with life right now. Because
Oh.
a lot of things for us obviously have been sidetracked this past year.
Right.
And now we're coming up with ideas of like, well, hey, I've got connections to parents back in China that maybe I can get them your information and you can send me like a teaching video of your like you teaching something and then maybe we can kind of start our own little business of you teaching and I can
Whoa.
run it from like the admin side or project management side.
Hey.
So it's been interesting to like really do this because she's like, you got to get out of that stupid store.
Oh.
So it's been really fun and like just bouncing off ideas like that with each other have
Right.
been really cool. And she's given me ideas of like what to do for a master's as well,
Ooh.
and like who and like how to reach out to certain profs and like see if they have connections or if they would want to
Mm-hmm.
take me on as a supervisee.
Right. One of those like sort of deals where like you. I don't know. For masters, for you guys, for you, would it still be creating a master thesis and all that fun stuff?
Depending on the program, yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Because some programs will have you attend classes and do like online training and things like that.
Right.
Others will be like straight up thesis work and research.
Interesting. Okay. And then try to like level up your level up. Didn't expect it. Didn't mean to put a game reference there, but like really hone your skills down and um, be.
Yeah, and focus on like a very specific topic of
Mm-hmm.
or that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I'm going to be exploring, I think, for the next few months. Is like, what is my passion project? What do I want my master's to be on?
Ooh.
And I'm starting to think that it might be about like my experiences teaching abroad and how like I can do something here in Canada to help those that have come from abroad to
Mm-hmm.
teach and like make sure they have the appropriate training before they even get here or even when they get here.
Right.
Because didn't have that when I was in the UK. So I was like, I don't want another person coming to a new country for their career to feel like the way I felt.
Basically, feel like just being invited to another country and then get steamrolled massively.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if I can bounce those ideas off with like a prof of mine, and who knows, maybe in the next few months I could be entering my master's program.
That'd be really cool. That'd be a really cool master thesis because I remember you've shared your fair share of experiences
My
abroad
bad question
during,
mark.
yeah, especially during Truck and Talk. But it's like you make a point of like why have other people experience it where you could just make it better. It's just a matter of like now how like put that research into it. Obviously you have your experience, now you just gotta get other people or something like that, and then eventually just create a new game
Yeah,
plan for them.
because like I think it'd be cool to do this kind of research because then I can always like even email the head teachers at the schools that I've been at and just
Mm-hmm.
even present them this research in like an email saying hi. I know I haven't emailed you in a while.
Right.
Haven't really kept in touch in a while, but I just wanted to share with you guys my experiences and maybe offer some advice for if you want to go down this road of hiring abroad teachers again and what you can do to help them based on the
Mm-hmm.
research I found.
Because it sounds like it works in concept, but
Yeah, but you need to like also get it applied somewhere and see if
right.
they'd be willing to apply it. Because if I can get it to a school level, Gloria was like saying that maybe you can even like if they agree or accept it or whatever you do with it,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe you can get their voucher. Like they can vouch for you and send it to like maybe a local government, to like the borough in London or to the wider system and see if we can get change actually implemented. You could be in part of change.
Ooh, and that'd be a because that would be a project too, and I'm pretty sure that sort of deal will go well because it'd be like that could be your thesis of like creating that sort of project as well.
Oh, It'd be like a social experiment
Honestly, yeah. But it's like
in an educational context.
really. But it's like you want to improve it because no one is really improving it when you were there. Like,
Yeah, and
I-
like one thing too is just like actually, you know how you get references for like a new hire,
right.
but instead of just doing it at that level, really get like a fact checked or like some kind of background check for the agencies that are bringing these people to you as well, because
Mm-hmm.
they may look good on like their social media pages and their social websites, but
Or
if you
their
don't actually
CVs.
reach out to teachers that are teaching for them before you hire someone,
Mm-hmm.
then you're not going to hear an actual proper experience. You're going to hear a fluffed up version.
Right.
So even just having that one extra step, you know?
And it's like,
And also having them change their perceptions of abroad teachers too that work for agencies, because what happened at my other school, my one school, they saw me only as supply and they felt like they could change my role whenever they wanted. When
right.
really I was a fully qualified teacher that could have been in a classroom setting. But they never saw me as that and they didn't want to hear me talk about it.
Mm-hmm. And
So
then get severely underqualified, an underqualified role, which could have probably went to some other person that was local. Just saying, like like,
yeah.
and just
Like or it could have
wasting
been like it could
resources.
have been given to like a, I want to say sort of like a undergrad education student, but that's not what they have there. They have like a
Mm-hmm.
PSHE student. They could have been given these roles for a variety of experiences to see what all teachers can do in the context. Whereas me, I've been through all that training.
Right. Why
I've
why
done
why go
all
through
of
it
it.
again?
So
Right.
anyway, that's a really long ramble. That's probably a big passion project that's going to come out in the next few months, depending on where things really go. But I think I've got a really good friend in Gloria that can help me get to that point. So I feel
That's pretty
really
cool.
blessed that she reached out to me in Toastmasters. I'm like, let's hang out like once a week outside of Toastmasters.
Oh, and it's like at least you guys are within the local area, right? So it's like it's nothing
Yeah,
too hard to like do per se.
yeah, she
If
lives
you
not too far from where the actual Toastmasters meeting is normally held in person.
mm, nice.
So she's down on the south end like us, like me.
So
Not us,
definitely
just me. You're not up here.
right.
You are south, but not
I am way
south, south.
south,
Yeah.
but at least like because you I don't know if you explained Toastmasters as much on during Check and Talk per se.
Wow.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm pretty sure you did, but I just want to be like just to like re-clarify a lot of things. It's like a Toastmasters basically. You explain it.
Thank you. I'm the one that's been properly trained to communicate these things to others because of Toastmasters. Toastmasters International is an organization that meets worldwide. You can find a club basically in any. I think they are. I think I heard a stat the other day where their presence is in 141 countries.
That's still pretty cool.
It's amazing. It's worldwide. You can probably find a local club. Damn. Sorry, I'm watching the stream and I got distracted by that little swerve.
So,
Um, basically, it's a club where whatever speaking or communication goal you want to work on, let's say like public speaking or presentation mastery. So let's say you're in a job that requires you to give presentations,
right.
you can go down that path and like learn how to be a really charismatic presenter or whatever. For me, I'm in it because I want to build connections and work on my communication skills, because I'm one who will be, if someone shuts down an idea of mine or will try to debate it in some way, I immediately shut down. Because it's
Mm,
like, well, crap, I guess they didn't like that. I should just be quiet now. It's a really
right.
bad way to go about your life. So I've been trying to work on that and through Toastmasters and build connections. And I'm very lucky that Gloria wanted to build a connection with me just based on
Which
how
that's honestly amazing to hear.
friendly. Yeah, she basically told me, like, the only reason why I reached out to you is because you smile and you attentively listen to everybody when they're speaking. Even if it's a silly story, you're there, you're smiling, you're listening. Even though it's on
Aww.
camera and online, I can tell that you care about every single one in the room. And I just wanted to meet someone like that.
Aww.
I was like, oh. And then I told her, I'm like, I wanted to meet with someone that's had like 3 master's degrees and figure out like what's going on with all that, you know?
Like where to go from there, basically, in some sense.
Yeah, because she's an engineer. She's got her master's in agricultural business.
That's crazy.
And then also her MBA, her master's in business,
Ooh.
business administration. So she's like, I have all these things. And then I went into nursing as a project manager. I have so many things and I don't know what to do with all of it.
That's insane, but that's also amazing to hear.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to hear her like story about all that and like how she got into her master's programs and like how I can kind of maybe start looking into it. And
Right.
yeah, we had a nice, lovely like hour and a half chat
Aww.
just about all of that. So big things are coming. I just gotta hunker down and look for positives. And she's been really awesome about that too, Daryl, because
Mm-hmm.
she's helping me put positive spins on the job I currently have.
Aw,
Which,
that's actually really good.
yeah, because she's like, well, like, she's like, Valley, you look great. I'm gonna tell you that right now, but it sounds like when you're doing all this personal shopping and walking around an entire store, like, what, 8 times a day? And I'm like, yeah. It sounds like it's like a workout. Maybe you should just view it as that. Get your steps in. And like, do you have a Fitbit? And I was like, I do. And she's like,
Ooh.
there you go. Just focus on the steps and the workout. Who cares what your boss yammers about you? Because obviously he just doesn't care about you personally. He just cares about the business. So just focus on you and your health.
And just be like, yeah, we're gonna do, sort of have
Yeah,
fun
I'm
in
gonna
a
go.
way.
I'm gonna. You know what? Instead of groaning that I have to lift 10-pound bags of onions, I'm gonna enjoy it.
It's like, imagine it be weights. A one, two, sort of deal.
Exactly. Well, like that's the fun thing I can do with it. Cause like I keep my Fitbit in my pocket when I'm at work
Right.
because when I'm pushing the cart for all the items that I have to carry around with me, because yeah, I don't carry them in my arms, guys. That's not a thing. That
Be
would be an
weird.
awful job if that was
Oh.
true. But pushing your cart, it doesn't track your steps because you're not moving your arms.
Oh.
So yeah, so if you have a shopping cart, by the way, you want to walk down like every single aisle in like a shopping store with a Fitbit on.
Mm-hmm.
Either you only push with one arm on your shopping cart,
And then be like
or just
this.
grab a basket, or put your Fitbit in your pocket because it still tracks your heartbeat, especially if you leave the monitor right against your leg.
Ooh. Okay.
Fun facts.
I
How
did not know that.
that's how you beat the system.
But hey,
But
at
so
least it tracks it, right?
yeah, exactly. So I put mine in my pocket, and then when I have those big 10-pound bags of onions,
Mm-hmm.
for example, I have to use both my arms to carry it. Or I'll put one over my shoulder and another over my shoulder. So sometimes, guys, I'm carrying 20-pound bags of onions or potatoes
Hey.
on like a shoulder each, and I can do it now, which is nice.
Nice. Congrats.
And but sometimes I'll have just one bag, so I'll lay it over my arms, like both my
Mm-hmm.
arms, kind of flat out, like you're carrying a baby. Bad analogy.
Ooh.
Babies. Yes, huck your babies into baskets, guys. No, I'm kidding, please, no. No, I carry like the bag across my arms, and
Right.
then like as I'm walking back to my cart, I will like do like little bicep curls. Just like, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But then when we're really busy in the store, it's too awkward to do it, so I'm just like, hi, hi.
Okay, that's fair.
But then, like, when it's just early morning when there's no one else in the store, I've made the produce people laugh so hard because here am I, my cart way down, like, 2 aisles away from, like, where I'm at, grab
Right.
these big bags of onions or potatoes, and I'm just like, 1, 2, 3, walking to my cart, and how Emmanuel is hilarious because it's like, you look ridiculous. And I'm like,
That's the
but
point.
I gotta get stronger. I can't I'm not gonna get better at carrying these goddamn bags of onions if I don't, you know.
You need
And
to
he just
try.
shakes his head. He just shakes his head like you're ridiculous. I'm like, no
Aww.
thanks. I'm getting strong.
And
So
one, and two.
yeah, uh,
That's pretty good though.
that's me, guys. What a I'm such a weirdo. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's been a really nice conversation with Gloria, obviously, as
That's
you
pretty
guys can
good.
hear me ramble on forever and ever. And she said I'm a really good talker, so she was not surprised to hear that I'm doing a podcast.
Hey.
She's like, you're just so good at talking and you've got a structure like immediately planned out based on one prompt, and I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
you do it. I'm like, Toastmasters is how I do it because of the table topics. I've been doing table topics since September. It actually really helps.
Oh.
So yeah, and I mean, like, it's funny because like for what I'm doing for podcasts, by the way, lately I did travel experiences. I did two parts to that because I did North America edition and European edition. Then
I know.
I did
Yeah. Sure.
my personal D&D experiences, my story about playing D&D. So that's 3 episodes in, and then my fourth, fifth, and sixth episodes. I have them all planned, guys.
Oh.
Pull it up. Is interviews with others and their D&D experiences. So I wanted to give
Ooh.
them a platform to talk about where they got started, why they got started, how D&D's helped them in their lives. Do that kind of interview with them.
Right.
So today, Ro, I did my interview with my good friend Ro, and it's a funny, derpy one. It's really good to
I
listen
heard
to be
it.
honest.
It was. There was. You guys are derps, but amazing derps.
Yeah.
You guys do the whole thing.
It's so funny because like before we even got into a call, we had a bit of conflict earlier, and then we
Oh.
got into the call and we're just like we bursted out laughing just super randomly, so we were in a mood.
Aw.
Before we did that, and then next week will be my interview with like my good friend Doc, who I met a couple years ago through Encounter Roleplay, playing D&D. So like
Oh.
I figured that would be an interesting story to share. How I met someone through D&D. Ro I met because of Vox Populi and Pat.
Hey. I see.
Um, Yeah, it's been a while. Actually, yeah, Pat, and then like Pat left the server, and then Ro, Pen, and I used to play a lot. Fun times, guys. Then like the following week, so my third one, the episode 6, is going to be with my UK friend Nightshade.
Oh. Interesting. Dang. You got that variety.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have 3 unique perspectives on D&D in my podcast, which is really cool. And then after the D&D stuff, I'm gonna be moving on to living in the UK and like my experiences living there, without going into a lot of detail, of course, to be safe. But I'm mainly not gonna focus on the job or career part of it. I'll be focusing more on like groceries are affordable there. The hell?
The
Um,
comparison.
yeah, doing the comparisons of like daily life. And yeah, it's been fun doing a podcast, so I love it. But yeah, today I recorded with Doc, and I support him a lot because he wants to get better at editing
Uh huh. Oh, that's
videos and
cool.
such. And so he's edited my first 2 podcast episodes. Then I kind of took over for a bit because he got busy with school,
Aw.
which is fair because college is a thing.
Ooh, I
But
see.
then with this today, after recording, he's like, "Can I please edit it? I won't charge you. It'll be for free because I was a part of it." But you know how you talk about getting rid of ums and ahs? I was like, "Yeah, I want to practice getting rid of mine because I think I had too many."
Oh,
I was like, "You know what? I'll send this to you. Do your magic, and
that's
we'll go from there."
amazing. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So it's been fun doing that. And then I watched a lot of YouTube today because I'm really, really behind in a lot of my D&D shows.
Oh.
So I finally caught up with Critical Role, and I like messaged Ro and like freaked out because she's caught up. And then I caught up with High Rollers, although they just posted a new episode today. My God, my life! So I have to catch that one that again. And
Got a
then
lot
I
to catch
started
up on.
watching more D&D because I love D&D. As you guys can't tell, I teach classes on D&D. I play D&D regularly. I do a podcast that talks about D&D. I think
And
I'd like D&D.
hmm, can't compute.
Doesn't compute. Yeah. So yeah, I watched a lot of YouTube and then relaxed, worked out again. Well, I say worked out, but I was like, I feel like I'm sitting down too much. And I want to get up and move. So then I did like a cool little walking video
Uh huh. Oh,
and got my sweat on.
dang.
Then I drank a whole crap ton of water. Now I'm here with you doing truck and talk. My God.
Dang, you had like one hell of a productive day, truly.
Truly. The only thing I did not do was more out school prep. So I'm going to do that tomorrow.
You got time.
I have to.
Right. I am.
Apparently it took you 3 minutes to take that picture.
No, I took like a bunch of pictures. Damn it, Izzy.
Oh.
Hi, Izzy.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's pretty. It's freaking photo, and this is like I always wanted to see in real life, but I guess I'm gonna see it here.
Wow, because digital's totally the same thing.
Where am I going? I need to take more pictures.
No, you. Jesus. Let me keep rambling then while you take photos.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. So for the rest of the week, I got work tomorrow morning, which I really should be going to bed right now, to be honest, guys. But I'm here and I don't really care.
I mean,
Um.
work can you already talked about work and such of how it's yeah.
Yeah, 6 a.m. shift. Whoop, so exciting. But then I'm gonna come home, drink a lot more coffee probably because I'll need it, and do more out school prep for Saturday's class. And then
Ooh,
to end the
hype.
week, I've got Toastmasters. Then I'm teaching that class after Toastmasters and hanging out with this derp that
Oh yeah.
afternoon.
It's okay. I don't do this. I don't do this when we on a call when we're on a call, so
Hmm. No, when we're in a call, he's, I would say, actively listening, but slightly distractedly actively listening.
honestly, sounds about right.
Because I know him, he's usually either going to be watching something when I'm talking, or he'll boot up something to play when I'm talking, and then
Yeah.
there's like a weird delay where I'm like, "Isn't that crazy?" And then there's like dead air for quite a bit. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then yeah, he does that. I'm like, Carol, please.
It's like I know. I'm also bad of like I'm processing, but wait, what did you say again?
Exactly.
My bad. I
It's all
hate it.
good. Sunday I've got the day off, and I don't really know what to do Sunday. It might be just like sleep.
Nice.
I'm just gonna sleep on Sunday, y'all. That's what I plan on doing.
Get that whole relaxation down, just laziness, really.
Yeah, I average about 6 hours of sleep on a given normal day when I work. So then Sunday I'll just sleep for 12 and it'll be fine, right?
And all the hours will catch up, right?
Yeah,
Usually.
I mean that's exactly how that works, right?
Yeah. I
No, I'm
approve.
gonna be dead on Monday. But
Start this whole drug again. Oh my god. Monday would be February. Holy shit.
Monday's February, and I have a lot going on Monday.
Oh.
Mainly fun things though, like a whole day D&D potentially.
Ooh,
So,
ooh, hype.
and Animal Crossing, because you know what's funny in my planner for next week?
What?
I literally have Animal Crossing written down as a plan for every single day next week.
Next week, escape to Animal Crossing.
Well, yeah, it's basically like, the regular things like work, D&D session,
Right.
do work on this, do this, blah, 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 blah. But then, like, literally, I have ACNH written underneath everything for every single day.
And this is what I'm going to do. You better do it, Violet.
I mean, it's on the list, Daryl. I have to do it.
Right.
Yeah, and then I guess in the next couple days, I'll have my new physical fitness challenge
Ooh.
starting up with my World Fitness group.
Because usually you guys have like a new challenge every month, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Also, Izzy, that's a lot.
I also didn't realize I was messing with. I'm trying not to crash. With stream and lighting for 6 to 7 hours. I know he's been actually like really updating his like streaming profiles and everything like that, and his transitions and his screens and such. Set up a voice meter, a mask visualization for intermission, OBS Studio. Holy shit, that is a lot. Never mind, that is a lot.
You want to know what I do for mine?
What?
I open up OBS, I set my scenes, and then I click record.
And that's it.
Basically all I do.
Honestly.
I don't do fancy transitions or things. Well, it's nice because like the things that I've been playing is literally like
Staring
I
at blank
so
screen for really maybe?
well, yeah. I'm very simple when it comes to my setup.
Hey,
Although
it's a
sometimes my mic likes to shut off in the middle of recording, which is great.
Ooh, that's weird.
And then I stare at my little blue ball, going,
Where did the power go?
why did the light go black instead of red? What?
Red?
What?
Mike? Mike? Are you working?
And then
Hello?
usually I just have to like wiggle the cord, and then it's like, oh, hello.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah. I totally did not say something in the 30 seconds I realized it was gone. What?
That's okay. No one needs to know about that. I was just doing something. I just have to say it again, right?
Normally, though, I'll realize that all I would have said was something like step, 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 step.
See, at that point, it's like, wait, it didn't record. Let me do it again.
Alright, you know what? Boys, I've done a lot of talking. You guys can have this conversation now.
I was just like, our convo on what I wanted for intermission skill was kind of entertaining. I was just being stupid only because he like messaged me 1:30 in the morning.
Oh my god.
I was playing Genshin with Kathleen actually for
Oh!
a little bit. So, like at that time, like we were just like randomly looking. It's like, oh hey, look, Izzy's streaming, and so I kind of just popped into his chat and I was like, okay, yeah, call me. We'll see what we can do. And then we like call for a bit, and I was like, I pretty much I think hit delirium because it was like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So it was like, well, I'm sleepy, but I kind of don't want to say anything because I'm actually a little bit comfortable and I really don't want to sleep just yet.
Mm.
It was that weird sort of dealy. Why can't I only go 50 miles an hour in this tunnel? I didn't sleep until 5 a.m. You've been like just been doing a whole bunch of that stuff, so he's really trying to be a pro streamer. Can I get in here? Yay! Meanwhile, I'm just driving.
Yeah, and listening to me ramble for like an hour.
Hey, that's what Track and Talk is for. It's just basically a good old ramble thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
sort of a podcast, but sort of not. Oh, I guess.
Well, no, because we often get distracted by your driving.
Okay, but yeah, that's true.
How many times did I like stop and like Daryl?
And then I was like, I try to talk, and it's like, wait, I'm gonna crash. Hold on a second, guys.
Yeah.
Podcast in a truck. I mean, you're close enough.
That's
Oh,
a new life calling right there.
I also just realized that it's gonna be 3 years, technically in 2 weeks, even though I kind of have my season 4 thumbnail out from last week's Truck and Talk. Because I thought I started then. No, that was a lie. But I realize it's gonna be 3 years since I started Truck and Talk Thursday.
So crazy.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long.
I know.
Granted, I took a year and a half break, but so I guess that I've only done it for a year and a half. But I like look at like all the episodes that I have so far, and like I think I talked about it before, but just seeing how much it changed and everything, like
Mm-hmm.
this stances, me talking here,
Yeah.
getting people and such. So it's like,
It's like I can tell that like with Truck and Talk, you're way more comfortable and you talk like at a regular pace.
hi, yeah,
Whereas like older videos and things like that, we would be so excited that we would just go.
yeah, and then I go like what, an hour or so, and then suddenly I don't talk anymore for like a good hour. Granted, that happens kind of here as well, but it happens a little bit less often because usually I could think of something until I really don't think of anything.
Mm-hmm. And then you've got a really good friend that sends you like potential topics every once in a while. Hi.
Yeah, hi, thanks. It helped out on that one last Chuck and Talk, not the one with AJ, but the one before it. Even though stupid me did not check my mics. Hopefully my mic levels are fine and great.
I mean, they sound nice in my ear. I
I
could have phrased that way better.
I sound pleasurable in Dragon's ear. And if
It's
that's not
okay. He
clippable.
loves me. He confirmed at the start of the stream.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Hey,
true.
you've made it to Denver. Cool. I can go to bed soon.
Yeah, I realized how long of a trip this was. I was like, this can't be that long. I've driven multi states before, and then I'm immediately reminded of like I think it was with you. I drove from New Mexico to California,
Oh, right.
and then and I think that was the year in review. I think.
Probably. Because we talked a lot.
We definitely talked a lot, and I was like, wait, I need to pick up more stuff. Hold on, go back into thing. Drive we, because I think I was driving home that stream.
Hmm.
Driving to the good old Stockton, even though I'm in a completely indifferent state. How far is this drive actually? Please be close. Okay, we're close.
Oh, thank gosh.
I looked at the map. It's like, I hope
I'm
we're
not gonna
close.
lie, y'all. I said all my words about my week, and I've been like slunked down in the lowest position possible in my chair ever since.
I'm hearing your whole week and everything. I'm just like, wait, when does this end? When am I gonna get to Denver? Did I pick a long trip by accident?
Oh, it's all good. I mean, I have the power of coffee.
Woo! And some sort of willpower, right? There's at least a little bit of willpower left.
You know? Yes. Because tomorrow's my last day of work for this week, so I'm pretty like, if I go to work tired, then I can just say I'm tired and ignore everyone,
I
and it's
mean,
pretty chill.
right, and it's gonna be the weekend
Yeah, it's
soon,
been
and
kind of nice having weekends off. I'm not gonna lie.
at least then you have a sort of days of the week sort of sense, right? It's like, okay, I know when a weekday is, when a weekend is, and all that stuff.
Yeah, although today that wasn't really true because I thought today was Saturday, like the whole day. And I had to really stare at my planner going, no.
You work tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I keep thinking, like, oh, Liam gets to stay up late and talk to his friends on the computer. And then I'm like, no, he can't. He has school tomorrow still. Well, there's still one more full, like, proper date.
I don't get to be annoyed just yet. And so some sort of deal like that.
Yeah, God. It's been weird. My brain's been kind of. That's actually been true for the whole week. Like, despite everything and how, like, cool everything has been for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember Monday waking up going, cool, it's Wednesday. It's like it's a no phone night. I can have a chill no phone night, and then I realized, oh dum dum, it's Monday. But
Oh
then
yeah,
even though when I got home from work, I'm like, cool, I gotta put my phone away because no phone night, and then I'm like,
keep
no,
doing that.
like, yeah. And then Tuesday, I think Tuesday I thought it was Monday. So like I've just been like going, I've been feeling a little all over for like timing this week. I feel like I'm in the TARDIS and going all timey wimey.
Going ahead, behind, ahead, behind, ahead, behind. Wait,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been like that all week. I don't think I've ever guessed the correct day at all this week.
I I think I remember having that feeling for the past 2 days. Supposedly today I remember because Thursday, Chuck and Talk Thursday. Ah yes, I got a stream.
Yeah.
But like Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm like thinking it's like, is it Friday yet? It's Friday, right? No, it's not Friday, Daryl. I'm just like I had no sense in the week, even though like about I'm hearing like of like on Twitter and like that, when I was talking before. No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, it's Friday, right?
I know, it's such a weird week. I think it's because it's the end of the month maybe, and that's why it's like,
Right. Oh yeah, that's true. And you're just like, I just want to go through the next month because January has been. I don't know. Has January been a wild ride for you in some sense?
I think so because I think for me, if you guys haven't really heard it, because I think I was back in the beginning of the month where I was so excited about all these things that I was kind of being part of and
Mm-hmm.
starting and like being really excited for. And then now at the end of the month, I'm like, I've done a whole heck of a lot, and I still feel lost, but I have met a new friend that's kind of like, no, 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 you're not lost. You just need to find the thing,
Right.
find the right thing. So, in the sense, this month has been a lot. I've been really diving into a lot more things like my channel, fundraising, my hobbies like gaming,
Mm-hmm.
Toastmasters, and then I found Out School and have been really like trying to get my teacher pants back on and get into that career mode. And in
Right.
that sense, I feel like January's been really, really long, really, really productive, really, really tiring, but I think all in good ways.
You know what? Same, actually. It did feel like that for me as well, because I didn't expect to. make a sort of like, actually make videos. And like I remember telling you, like personally before, where it was, um, you know what? Let me just take the month of doing videos because I was planning to get back into the workforce, or like at least search for jobs and such. And then suddenly it says, you know what? Let me take YouTube. Let me do YouTube again.
Yeah, yeah,
Let
yeah.
me do a couple things again and try to
And
do
I
these
think you're
things.
gonna continue that for a little bit into February because I know you only really did the one big thing so far on your list of potential new types of videos to do.
Right.
So I think you're gonna continue that a little bit into February, right?
Planning to. At this time, like I'm realizing, like when I did that whole big thing, it's like, you know what? I think I could do it. We'll see how long it goes, until there's some eventual burnout, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
eventually when I'll be like, okay, maybe I should start finding a job, or either that or implement it within my whole production week, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm doing the streaming, I'm still editing like some other let's plays that I have left, and maybe start new ones or group things, and then my my tech videos. Maybe hopefully in a month to two time I'll start looking for jobs again, and hopefully have a just as a productive month as January for the rest of the year. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. For me, February will be. I think I'm gonna focus a lot more, just maybe less on like the hobbies. So like,
Mm-hmm.
for those that don't know, I was like really into like calligraphy at one point
Ooh,
and other things.
seeing your amazing
Calligraphy,
calligraphy actually, and
yeah,
typography.
making cards and such, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been doing other little hobbies as well, like reading and journaling and just a lot, like just a lot of really extra activities to keep me
Right.
like, bring some joy in my life. But now I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm gonna start slowly, kind of maybe making those hobbies like make a hobby day for the week,
Okay.
and like just one day of hobbies where I can just chill and get away from everything and do those things again. But then spend the rest of the time trying to focus on Outschool and building up my students and that kind of stuff. So then hopefully by the end of February, I can reduce my hours at work
Ooh,
and
dang.
then offer some classes during the day, like maybe Friday and Thursday. And so I can take Thursday, Friday, Saturday off
Mm-hmm.
and then work the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm kind of wanting to do that by the end of February. Get my, even if it's just the Friday, Saturday where I'm teaching,
Right.
slowly build up more students, more following, and get those classes going, and get more people involved in D&D through teaching, which is
Hey,
kind of cool.
hey, God, it's gonna be interesting, like hearing all this between like both of us and whoever else out there too, right? And
Mm,
then by the end of the year, we're gonna reevaluate, like review ourselves and like realize, dang.
yeah. Who knows, guys? Maybe in like 6 months from now, I'll just be an online teacher. Who
And who
knows?
knows where I would like? Who knows where I would be? Maybe I could be full time on YouTube or Twitch for
Hey,
for one reason or another, right? So,
the world, as my friend Gloria said today, good way to end the stream is life is really short, but the journey you take is a long one.
ooh, that's really good. That those are words to live by.
Yeah,
Definitely words to live by.
I wrote that down just so I could say it tonight.
Hey, you did it.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you again, Dragon, for joining Chuck and Talk. As usual, we've always had a fun derpy time, but this was like a pretty like I feel like we've done a lot of productive stuff. Talked about productive stuff and all that thing. Thank you. I was about to type your thing. Again, thank you for being an amazing guest and provide all the wonderful topics and such. Well, basically, we just talked about our week, really. Oh.
Yeah, but a lot came out of. I'm sorry, I'm really Englishing that very badly, but you get the point. But but out of the things that we talked about this week, we're like, whoa, we're leading towards like some goals here, and it's kind of like big things.
We are. I'm realizing that, and it's like there wasn't really like an underlying like main topic, but it was just throwing out like I guess our pretty much the topic could be just being productive.
There you go. That is it. A productive TNT.
Yeah,
TNTT.
and I think that's one of the title. But yeah, go follow her. Her links are right there. Also follow me on YouTube. This will be uploaded. This usually is uploaded every Tuesday on YouTube, amongst many other videos that I'm slowly, eventually going to go to apparently 4 videos a week from the looks of it. Um, and then follow me on Twitter. That's usually where I update like postings of random stuff as well as when I stream and such. And yeah, hope you guys have a great time. Thank you again, Dragon. Hopefully we guys see you next time, whether Monday for Minecraft Mondays, Thursday for Truck and Talk Thursdays. I really do need to start streaming random days, more random days, probably. I keep forgetting about that. Um, oh, and donate to her to Dragon's Extra Life. She's because who knows? Maybe she'll be eating a lot more beans. Beans.
Torture me for a good cause.
Yes.
Yes.
Um, in any case, I hope you guys have a great day or night, wherever the heck you are. That is Dragon over there. This is Family's over here saying, that was a really bad outro, but I don't care. See ya!
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye!